How's it going, guys? It's Kevin from SubiSpeed. We are about a month out from it officially being winter, but the cold weather is basically here already, and we've already gotten our first snowfall here in Iowa. For some of you guys, you may have already put your cars away. For others, you might not have to deal with this stuff, but for those of us that do, we're going to be talking about winter essentials and how to winterize your car on this week's 2 Minute Tuesday. First thing we're going to take a look at are your tires. Obviously, your car doesn't come with RS3s. If you have a WX or SCI, I believe you've got Dunlop Sport Max RTs, which are performance summer tires meant to be driven in the summer with the higher temperatures. When the temperature drops down to below freezing temps, the rubber compound that those tires are made out of just isn't ideal for those temperatures, and you are significantly reducing your traction if you're driving with those tires in the cold temperatures. So I highly suggest you guys look into getting a set of snow tires, or at least all-season tires, but preferably snow tires, so you're not endangering yourself or other drivers out on the road. Some popular options are Blizzaks. If you are on a budget, you can also look at General Ultimax Arctic tires, which are a bit cheaper but still perform very well in the colder months. But yeah, get a set of snow tires. While we're on the subject, let's talk about tire pressure. If you open up your driver's side door and look in the door sill area, you will see the recommended tire pressures. But in the winter, you want to run about 3 to 5 psi higher because the tires don't heat up as much, so the air doesn't expand as it would in the hot months. So for the front, I believe the number is 33 psi and 32 in the rear. So in the winter, I'd run somewhere around 37 psi in the front and 36 in the back. Another important thing that is hopefully not overlooked is maintaining your fluid levels, whether it be your oil, coolant, or windshield washer fluid. So make sure you get your oil changed. I usually stick to a 5,000 mile interval just to be safe. For oil, we've got Subaru oil, Modal, Redline, Royal Purple, Eneos oil on our website, along with different oil filters. For coolant, we've got Mishimoto and Subaru coolant. And for your washer fluid, you can basically use whatever you'd like, preferably a winter variety so it doesn't freeze on you. I find myself going through a lot of washer fluid in the winter months because it snows, the snow melts, and when you're driving behind different cars, it kicks up that dirty water onto your windshield, and if you are out of washer fluid and you hit your wipers, it's just going to smear everywhere. So make sure your fluids are up to date so you're good to go. Speaking of windshield washer fluid, the next thing I have on my list are wiper blades. Definitely something that is oftentimes overlooked. I think it's super important to have a good working set of wiper blades installed on your car. They usually last anywhere from 6 to 12 months, so it's really up to you to gauge whether you need a new set or not. But if you do, we do have some PIAA SI Tech silicone wiper blade kits available on our website. Super easy to change out. Your old ones just pop off and these slide right into place. Now, if you've been in an accident before, you know how big of a headache it can be, which is why the next item on my list is a dash cam. Because when it comes down to it, you really don't want to rely on what a witness says or he said, she said, yada, 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 because, well, video evidence trumps whatever anyone else says if they are lying. We have plenty of different options, whether it's from Nextbase or Blackview, with plenty of different features ranging from cloud storage to knock sensor detection to protect you, whether you are driving or you're parked in a parking lot away from your car. This is going to give you the peace of mind just in case an incident were to occur. This next product is going to cater to a lot of Subaru enthusiasts. Mud flaps. Now, I also know that some people are going to say that these are basically useless. I think otherwise. If you live in the salt belt, you know how detrimental salt can be to your car and your paintwork. So however minimal it may be, I would prefer to have some protection rather than none. Now you have two different options. You can go with some rally armors if you like the more pliable look where the mud flap will flap in the wind when you're going at high speeds. Otherwise, if you want a stiffer material, you can go with some rock blocks. Both of these have different color options for you to choose from, so you can customize the look of your car and go with whatever accents you are going for. Another way to protect the exterior of your car is with Chemical Guy's Jet Seal paint sealant. This is going to help seal your paint and protect it against all that salt, dirt, and grime that builds up. Makes it a lot easier to clean your car in the winter months. We have tons of different detailing stuff for the exterior and interior of your car on our website, so if you are into that, check out the detailing section on our website. Besides protecting the outside of your car, it's also important to protect the inside of your car, obviously. So the next product I have is floor mats and cargo mats. We always get the question, which floor mats are the best? And I really can't single out one particular one that's better than the rest because they each have their pros and cons, but I can say that any of the three that we have, whether they're WeatherTechs, Husky liners, or 3D Max Spiders, are going to be better than the ones that come with your car, even if you have the all-weather ones, because they are larger and come up higher to contain any liquid, dirt, salt, grime that you drag inside your car. So it's super important to get a good set of floor mats to protect the inside of your car. And if you use the trunk lot, a cargo mat is also a good investment. If you do happen to be one of those people that store their car during the winter months, whether you have a garage queen or a race car, you can pick up the Subaru WRX car cover to help keep your car clean and protected. Now, I do want to point out this is specific to the WRX, so if you have a WRX with a wing installed or an STI with the spoiler, it isn't going to fit unless you make modifications. Next on the list, we've got this little guy right here, which holds the Scosche PowerUp 300 portable car jump starter. Obviously, inside you've got the power pack itself, which has a 5,400 milliamp hour battery capacity, which allows you to start your car from 4 to 6 times. Also has a built-in LED flashlight, as you can see, and it has a 5-volt, 2-amp USB port, so you can charge any accessories. Everything you need to start the car is included. You've got your alligator clamps, the battery pack, which I just showed you, instructions, and a convenient little case that you can just throw in your car just in case you run into any crappy Subaru battery problems that a lot of people have had to deal with. Last but certainly not least on my list, I have the SubiSpeed F1 third brake light, because during the winter months when there's snow and ice on the ground, rear end accidents seem to go way up because people just either aren't paying attention or they don't leave enough room between themselves and the car in front of them and can't stop in time. So having a brake light that blinks when you brake, I think drastically decreases those chances, because it's really hard to miss a super bright LED light blinking in your face, letting you know that the car in front of you is coming to a stop or slowing down. And personally, I just think it looks cool. That pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. I will leave links to the products I mentioned down in the description. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful holiday season that's coming up. Stay safe, stay warm. Don't drive on those summer tires that come on your WRX or STI. And I'll see you guys in the next video.